All right, then. Cool. Yeah, I'm on there right now.
All right, cool. Bye.
See it. Oh, find your tears. Oh, what's up, y'all? Let this thing kind of congregate here. Let's see. From my stream. We are live on Twitch right now. Go ahead and swipe up, and you come ask me anything you want. If you want to hang out, I'm gonna be going through some Pro Tools sessions too, so you guys could see a little bit of a process. So swipe up. It's right now. Go ahead and swipe up, and you come ask me. If you want to hang out, I'm gonna be going through some Pro Tools sessions too, so you guys could see a little bit of a process. So. We'll find your tears. Swipe up. All right. Yeah, I was just I was putting the people on Instagram on real quick, just in case they wanted to come on. But all right, yeah, I think what are we in right now? I think this is episode. This is like stream number 4 for us. Longhaul. Last one that we did was with James Kaye. He did like a little happy hour thing that I was in the background for, and now this is my one-on-one with you guys. Go ahead and get some people in here. Move along. Make sure all this audio is coming through good. Nice. It's a beat I made last night.
Husky making his.
Smokey Davidson's on shots. Oh yeah. Yep. Bobby, what's good, man? What's going on, baby? I'm about to pull the chat up. On my phone, so you kind of see what's good with that. Yeah. Oh, look at this. We got 7 people in here. Okay. What's going on, everybody? Hey, start to populate the chat so I can start answering some questions or whatever. But this is a beat that I made last night. Like, I hear J-Rock on this shit all day. Travis Scott. This is gonna be crazy. Oh yeah. It took me forever to get these 808s right on this beat. But they are going crazy. I swear to God, if we get 10 people watching the stream at the same time, I'm going to rejoice. That's our PR. Our PR, we got up to 9. If we get over 10, We get over 10. That's gonna be a milestone for us. 4 streams in, baby. Okay. What we do, Bobby? No, I'm not sorry. Tell me to Tommy. Bring me a Tommy. What we do, Butcher? Gotta go back up. What we do, watch it? What we do, do with that T.O.I. Don't you see what up with the way? What do you do, I need Dusty Locane on this thing. What's Dusty Locane? Don't you back up. Don't we don't back up. Don't we don't Robert. Don't we don't Tasha. Don't we don't Beaver. Don't we don't tap out. Yeah. That's right. Oh, well. Hey, let's answer a couple questions. Let's see what we got. Oh. So we got a couple IG questions. Let's see. Robert. Sorry. All right, so Bobby been fresh, baby. So he says, what should an upcoming artist focus on in 2021 besides making good music? An upcoming artist focus on in 2021. I think that big part is just making sure that you put in like just hours and hours. If you do it every single day, you just get better and better and better. So first thing, focus on the music, get it to a competitive level, super high quality. And then from there, it goes into figuring out what's going to separate you, what's going to make you different, you know? What's that like unique thing that gives you the X factor that other artists don't have? And try to kind of emphasize that. Big problem that a lot of new artists run into is that they try to emulate other artists too much. So like, you know, they'll come up and be inspired by these artists that they look up to, and then they'll end up trying to make music just like them. And it's like, we already got that guy. We don't need another version that's not as good as the guy that you're looking up to. It's like, you have to be 100% authentic in yourself and try to find your niche. What's your lane? What hole are you going to fill in the industry that's missing? Is it a new sound? Is it a new look? Is it a personality thing, charisma, style thing? It could be like a number of different things. But you got to figure out what that is. What's going to separate you? So yeah, that's definitely number one. Separation. Find your lane. Find your niche. Find the value that you bring to the table that no other artist is really filling. Number two, focus on trying to figure out digital marketing. You know, can you properly advertise the music that you do put out? How can you promote the music you do put out? If you figure out algorithms and where to put money for advertisements and constantly are hitting up different channels and different people on different platforms that are influencers to be able to promote your music to the most amount of people that you possibly can, that obviously is gonna benefit you, right? So don't sleep on the self education when it comes to promoting yourself online, because that's really what all this shit is coming down to nowadays. Honestly, how many stream numbers do you have? How many followers on Instagram? And that's just the fact of the matter. It's like the more eyes you get on your shit, whether it's people who hate it or people who love it, the more eyes you get on it, the better. So you just got to figure out how to properly market yourself. Let's see if I could think of something else just for up and coming artists in 2021. Yeah, I think that covers pretty much all bases. What I was saying in the beginning is, you gotta figure out where the separation is. What is that niche, right? I think that just covers so much. What are you bringing to the table that somebody else hasn't yet? Why should somebody listen to your music over another person's music? A lot of times it's going to be because they want to feel a certain mood, or they attach to your charisma or your story emotionally. So just emphasize those strengths. Emphasize your differences. Don't try to minimize them. I'll say that again. Emphasize your differences. Don't try to minimize them. Because the things that make you different are the things that are going to make you successful in music. And probably any other industry, honestly. Set yourself apart. Yeah, Bobby. Thanks for the question, man. See what else we got here. All right, what we got? What was the hardest thing about moving to LA to pursue music? The hardest thing about moving to LA to pursue music. I think the hardest thing was just taking the jump and actually taking the risk to come out here, because we had built up a music scene back in San Luis Obispo, where we're from, which is 4 hours north of here, but we pushed it to the limits of what the town could do. It's a small town, and we were I was recording out of my closet. I was recording people in my closet in my bedroom. It's only so far you can really go with that, right? So it was scary when we came out here, because we were like, okay, we don't have any money really. I want to say, well, it wasn't much. It wasn't much. We came out here with James. Me and James came out here, and we pretty much put what the rest that we had left money wise into our first studio spot that we got in Burbank. And that shit was just basically like a glorified apartment. And so I think the scariest thing about coming out here was just, you have all these doubts every single night when you first move out here. Like, is this shit really going to work out? Like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent this month, et cetera, et cetera. But you just got to have the faith and the belief that you'll make it work. I always knew the thing I could fall back on when I would have those doubts is like, look, like no matter what, I'm gonna figure out a way to make enough money to pay my rent. Like regardless of what happens, like I'm not gonna end up on the street or some shit. I have a skill set. I'll be able to fucking go grind some sessions, make enough money to pay, pay my bills. So I knew if that's the worst it could get to, then I wasn't worried. I was like, yeah, throw all the fucking chips on the table. I don't even care. Because I had this dream that I was like, I gotta go for this shit. I've spent the majority of my young adult life trying to pursue this thing and like telling people that that's what I am. It's been my whole identity since I was like fucking like 15 years old. I was like, everybody You know, it's like everybody thought I was like the sports guy, you know, because I was playing baseball and basketball and shit, but it was my identity. I would tell people I'm a music producer. I want to tell them I'm a baseball player or I'm a basketball player, you know? So I ran with that identity since a young kid. And so once I got older, I was like, yeah, well, I got to make this shit happen. This is who I am. I'm a fucking music producer, you know, regardless of how hard it gets, right? So yeah, the scariest thing is really just leaving your comfortable little nest and you're like, okay, I'm gonna jump out of this nest and try to learn how to fly on the spot, and you just start flapping your wings until you catch a stride. And so eventually we did catch a stride. I would say like we started to like, you know, get a little momentum going probably 3 years in when we were living out here, having consistent sessions, having a whole bunch of clients, starting to have label clients, et cetera, et cetera. And yeah, so we just came out here and just made it work. But yeah, the scariest thing is just not knowing how to pay your bills out the gate. How am I gonna make this whole thing work? Is it ever really gonna happen? Da 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 da. All these things. I mean, but you can't live your life based off of a bunch of if, ands, or maybes. You know. So you gotta just lean on your faith sometimes. All right, hey, feel free if you're in the chat, feel free to drop questions. I'll answer them right off the chat right now if you want to ask me some shit. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be answering the ones that came in on IG. The hardest thing. All right, how did you start making money doing music? So I actually was one of the first people that was in that wave of selling beats online. So back when I was like, I started making like shitty ass beats, mind you, but I started making beats back when I was 13 in like a FL Studio and GarageBand and shit. Then I ended up getting Pro Tools, and I started making beats in Pro Tools when I was like 14 and 15. So I was making all these shitty beats, but because nobody really was posting beats online, my competition online like wasn't really too significant, you know. So I was just consistently posting beats when I was like 14 on SoundClick.com, and people were buying them. Like I was like, oh shit, like I was placing high on the charts. I was like number one a couple times on the charts on SoundClick, and so my beats were like getting exposed to a lot of people. And that was at kind of like the very beginning of when people would use PayPal to be able to buy stuff online. So it's like I was getting these PayPal notifications. People were buying my beat for $20, $25. And I was just like, oh my God, like this is a real thing. I can actually do this shit. And so yeah, that's how I first started making money. So I always had I always had just pocket money, you know, because I didn't have many bills, you know, if any, back when I was a kid and shit. And I would just like pocket all that money on PayPal. I would always have a couple $100 like whenever I needed it. It was great. And then from there, I just started reaching out, hitting up people on MySpace and shit, and just like hitting up different artists, sending them my shitty beats, and just grew from there. I think one of the first artists that I legitimately started making money doing music with was an artist named Jonas from New York. And I did a couple projects with him, like produced a majority of his earlier music and stuff. And that was when he was like really, really buzzing. We came out with some remixes back when you could put out remixes on YouTube, and just like really got his numbers up. He's getting millions of streams. And so I was doing a whole bunch of music with him, making money off of that. And I was like, 16 years old and shit. And so that was great. And then from there, it just kept piling on. Me reaching out to people and managers and different shit, and artist managers, people in LA that I could help like build my network, and just expanding my relationships. And as I did that, I was able to start getting in rooms with other artists, and especially once we got our studio out here in LA, that's when things really took off because then it was like, oh, we have a place for artists to come to. And so I started working with a whole bunch of people that would just come through this place. So that was amazing, you know, and so that's how this whole thing kind of like snowballed into me being this career music producer, you know. But yeah, that's how I started making money. I was selling shitty ass beats online back when I was 14 years old. Let's see, Bobby, you still in here, man? How you been, Bobby? It's been a minute, man. He's like Bobby been fresh. See what else I got here. Yeah, we got to get you we got to get you back to the studio out here, man. Shit. Been a hot little minute. Check out. This is a beat that I was working on last night. So I was kind of like wrapping up, putting some finishing touches on it. But I think this shit is fucking fire. Bobby says, I'm good, man. Just trying to grow with my music and improve. I feel that, bro. I feel that. I'm in the same boat. Look, man, that and by the way, Bobby, like that shit never stops, bro. Like you might think you can get to like you'll get to a certain plateau at some point where you're like, oh, I'm just chilling. Like the same feeling that you have right now, like of like, man, I need to like get better and like improve every day. That's never gonna stop. Especially like us being sensitive ass people who do music. You're always gonna feel like you're not good enough. You're not as good as the next person. It's how it's always gonna be, bro. And it's you just gotta keep doing it every single day, dude, until it's just so undeniable. And that's really all you can do. But don't worry about comparing yourself to other people. I gave that shit up years ago. I was like, look, I just gotta focus on me, and as long as I keep hitting my head against the table every day doing this shit, we're gonna be just fine, you know. Oh, you coming through next Friday? Fuck yeah. There we go. Oh, we got Monstar in here, baby. What's up, man? What is a program that producers should know? That's what Monstar says here. I mean, honestly, bro, it's like you have to know Pro Tools. You gotta know Pro Tools. I don't care if you're just a producer or if you also record vocals or whatever. I don't care. Like, everybody who makes music should at least know the basics of Pro Tools because any session you go into is gonna have at some point it's gonna get brought up in Pro Tools. And if you can click record and record somebody that walks into the booth to go record a layer or harmony or some shit, you're going to be more valuable to that session than just being the guy who sits back on his laptop that fucking uses the keyboard, the computer keyboard as his like piano to make the beat and then sits back and does nothing the rest of the fucking session. You know, if you can be multifaceted in a studio session and you're dynamic and you can kind of respond on the fly to what somebody needs in a whole bunch of different areas, writing, mixing, recording, making the beat, playing an instrument, if you can do more than just one of those things proficiently, people are gonna really like to do sessions with you. And you're gonna get invited to more sessions. So that's, you know, I think one big thing to know for sure is Pro Tools. Um, as far as like another program, I mean, pretty much any digital audio workstation or DAW, you know, it's like pick one and get super fucking good at it. I know some people that only use FL Studio and they're fire as hell. Like Some of the most fire producers only use FL Studio for making beats. A lot of people use Logic. A lot of people use Ableton. I never dove into either one of those, but I've always been a Pro Tools guy. You know, I think more importantly than a program, every single producer should know how to play basic chords on at least one instrument, and I just mean basic shit like guitar 1 level, A, G. You know, play a fucking A, play A minor and a G. Like, if you know that basic type shit, it's gonna do wonders for you. Like, I'm not crazy on piano, but I know basic chords that if I'm gonna get in with somebody and they want to make a song from scratch, I can at least follow along with them and do what I need to be able to get the idea down, and then I can produce it out later. You know. But yeah, I think that's a super important thing. Learn basic chords on some instrument, just so you know what the fuck is going on. A lot of producers don't know what the fuck is going on, like theory-wise, half the time in a session. Hey, Monstar, where are you living right now? Were you in Santa Maria? Or where was it you were at? I can't remember the last time I saw you. Any other questions you guys got? I got about probably 10 more minutes on here before I gotta hop off. I got a session starting at 2. It's 1:30 right now, so I'll keep hanging out. DJ Savans. Hey, go ahead and click the follow button if you haven't followed yet, if you're in here. Seven's getting a lot of love in the chat right now. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Husky making hits.
Surprised if somebody from TDE didn't pick this shit up. J-Rock, Rock, Mr. Rock. I got way up. I had to go get my weight up. So anything don't wait, but we don't play no pictures, but we don't bitch and say, we don't play that shit now. But we don't fade, but we fade, oh, we don't catch me play, yeah, but we ain't say no way, we don't have to this day, yeah, we do shit every day, go to front of every day, doing a day, we get paid no minimum wage, but we don't take our ways, but the won't think about me, but we don't think about me, don't care what you think about me, I'm all day to my mom. Not expecting my margin. While we jumped up all day, I had to have me in my margin. More than I want to both ways. I want to run it. She go both ways. And I'ma feel like don't get no fuck, yeah. Kidding me? Fucking gas pedal. Yeah, baby. Yeah. There we are. Yeah, Win would definitely crush that shit. No fucking doubt. But I mean, what doesn't Win crush? Let's be honest. Yeah, that's one of my favorite beats I made in a minute right there. That shit's got energy to spare. For a video shoot in a couple weeks. Oh man, you guys want to see the live performance of Spanish Princess? This shit came out fucking nuts, man. I was so happy with this. Torn in the homies. This shit is so tight.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Torn and the Homies. I'm Torn. These are the homies. Today we got Mr. Cody Balboa featuring Win, Mr. James Kaye, and the Longhaul Music Group. Let's get it.
1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah. But Ross keep making hits. Come on. Yo, I know.
Ella me dijo,
Mohamed.
y yo le dije,
Órale.
I just might speak some Spanish. She think that it's romantic. I might wear that bitch panties. Dicen papi tú eres. She turn up my music when we come through. Se cantan mis canciones como solo tú. Her cousins fuck with me. They said he's solid too. Got the princess with me, and now I'm stunning on you. I fell in love with a thick little Spanish princess. Yeah. With a thick little Spanish princess. I fell in love with a thick little Spanish princess. Yeah. With a thick little Spanish princess.
Me llamo Blanco. Keep me on the side like I was Sancho. Asked me what it was, I said no Pablo. I just wrecked a couple like a Pablo. Took the pain away like Palo Santo. Yeah. Your shape is like a bottle. I'ma stay until tomorrow, yeah. You can blaze it if you wanna, baby. On me come, baby. I think I just fell in love with a thick little Spanish princess.
Ah, that shit's so hard.
Little Spanish princess. I fell in love with a thick little
Hey, check out Baby Girl with the trumpet solo right here though. It comes after the next chorus. So fire when she comes in.
I fell in love with a thick little Spanish princess. Yeah. With a thick
Hey, Bobby, of course, man. Of course.
No entiendo, no comprendo, me quieres o qué.
I'm just glad you guys are watching.
Dice que es porque soy el rey. Tengo muchas cicatrices en mi pie. Baby, lo que quiero ese cake. I need me a bitch that won't get in my way. If you could do that, baby, then you can stay. I need me a bitch that could cook and could clean. If you could do that, baby, I won't complain.
Oh yeah.
I need me a bitch that gon'
Me
feel
and
my
Torrin
saves.
definitely gotta do a
Yeah,
live stream
I
together,
guess you could say,
man. Torrin Martinez. It's the dude right there with the curly red hair in the back. That's Torrin Martinez, man. Crazy musician. Guy goes nuts. We do a whole bunch of stuff together. But yeah, we'll do a live stream soon for sure. This trumpet solo though? Oh. Come on, bro. Yeah.
I fell in love with a thick little Spanish princess. Yeah. With a thick little Spanish princess. I fell in love with a thick little Spanish princess.
He likes it live.
Yeah. With a thick little Spanish princess. I fell in love with a thick little Spanish princess. Yeah. With a thick little Spanish princess. I fell in love with a thick little Spanish princess. Yeah. With a thick little Spanish princess.
Yeah, Torrin's face, man. He's into this shit. He's into it, baby. Yeah. That's how you tell somebody's passionate, dude. He doesn't give a fuck what his face is. He's into it. He's into music. Woo! Yes.
Longhaul, baby.
Oh man, that shit was so much fun, bro. Oh my god. That girl was cool as hell too. The trumpet player. I forgot her name, man.
Longhaul, baby.
Little cutie. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. That shit was so much fun. Do 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 do. All right. Anything else you guys got for me before I get out of here? Surprised you didn't get her number. Oh, Smokey, I'm retired, man. I'm retired. I'm retired from the player scene, at least for a bit. I had my run. I had a good run. I had to pump the brakes a little bit, though. I was getting a little out of hand. We're gonna play. Allegedly. He got more than the number. Sevens now. Sevens, you know me, dude. I'm a good guy, man. I'm a good boy. I would never solicit her number. Let's see. Hard. That's right. I mean, I only got I think like 43 days left of that 75 hard shit 7. So, oh wait, what would it be? Yeah, right around 40 days left. We shall see how it holds up. Got any new sneak peeks of Turbulence tape songs? Actually, yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yep. Let me open that up. We got this one coming out called Low Balance Alert. That's going to be some shit for sure. Yeah, let's pop the hood open here. Oh, Smokey, thank you, man. Yeah, it's the Jaguar XJL that I got. That thing, that shit is fucking crazy. It feels like I'm sitting in a yacht every time I'm in that thing. All right, so this is Low Balance Alert. Win featuring How Fly, or Win and How Fly. This is coming off the Turbulence tape. They're dropping a mixtape together called Turbulence. So yeah, I'll go ahead and play this thing here for you guys. Shit go crazy.
Yeah, my hustle the reason the world is mine. These bums away, rather hold a sign for they toilet sign, whoa. It's a job on that corner, use your mind. Or you could lose your mind, run and hit the unemployment line. But I gotta work, get it and flip it until I run out of the work. You out here looking crazy, step in the room and that's a no stylist alert. Money talks, y'all sounding like a low balance alert. You won't bust shit, we know when that's a no violence alert. Whoa,
Luta!
Trench me, I'm dreaming. Just threw a stack at the ceiling. Just blew a rack for no reason. Give me a stank cause I'm leaning. Got me a bitch for the evening. Watch how we move cause we scheming. I'm going home really beaming. Yeah, I gotta work. Get it and flip it until I run out of the work. You out here looking crazy. Step in the room and that's a no stylist alert. Money talks. Y'all sounding like a low balance alert. You won't bust shit. We know when that's a no violence.
Ain't nobody on the coast, never been a threat. Bitch, potting on the M's that I'm finna get. All out for the green like a vinaigrette. And I'm sitting in the rain, never getting wet. Tell a bitch go fetch, then I get a bag. I get hit a whole flex, never break a sweat. Niggas wanna talk threats, we can make a bet. If they wanna talk best, then cut a check. Oh Lord, going out the casa. Fucking riding, hit a nigga on the blocker. Big win, got me feeling like a monster. Long hair, don't care like a roster. Long haul, click game, not a raza. Hot boy, top boy, big shotter. Get a grip, never hit a strip. Downtown lit, pull a bitch at the plaza. Oh Lord, fuck with me, dawg. All the strip got a suck to me, dawg. I pull up second, they rushing me, dawg. Proud the stick and I'm busting that jaw. I'm busting that jaw, yeah. Like a charm full of ice, yeah. We ain't strong, feeling nice, yeah. Tune gone for the night, yeah. Come alive, pull the guys.
I gotta work. Get it and flip it until I run out of the work. You out here looking crazy. Step in the room and that's a no stylist alert.
All right, yeah, that one's coming out soon, so that's gonna be fun to watch come out, especially with the rest of the tape too. The rest of the tape is crazy. All right, guys, that's about it for me right now. Like I said, make sure to follow this, follow Twitch if you haven't yet. Also subscribe on YouTube if you're watching on there and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna keep trying to do these, man, as much as we possibly can every couple days. I'm having a blast with it, dude. You guys are coming through, so let's keep building this thing up, baby. Keep getting a whole bunch of content.